I got a sensitive thigh meat, dude.
You want to go fist the cuffs? What do you want to do?
No. So once you get Siphy, your eyesight is iffy.
I don't know. I called a Chihuahua a little summer sausage earlier today, and I. Welcome.
No, I gotta do like one of those things that they do on TV. In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome. I've always wanted to be on TV, but I don't think I would do well.
Already with the bullshit?
I mean, what else? What is the whole point of this?
Already with the bullshit? This is number 10. This is a momentous day. This is number 10.
Number 10, 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Of doing nonstop fun.
It stops pretty frequently. This is actually the second attempt at number 10 that we're doing.
It's all right. We got some be real. Be real. Be real. No.
Come on.
Real.
Come on.
Be real.
No. It's B-roll.
B-roll.
It's B-roll.
We got B-roll.
We got B-roll. I just wish that...
Is it because I brought up my turtleneck too soon?
Yeah. I want people to see my B-roll, you know?
Yeah.
We filmed some pretty tight B-roll.
Somebody saw my B-roll earlier today.
Shout out to the wax lady.
Shout out to that sweet, sweet girl. She's so
Imagine
nice.
if that was your job, just to look at ones and twos all day.
Dude, the first like 3 appointments I had at that place, I had to like make sure that I wasn't their only Brazilian appointment.
Yeah.
And they had to like assure me that they see hundreds of and every day.
Okay.
Not every day, I guess throughout the week, but it's the majority of their appointments is Brazilian.
Question. Do men get that?
I asked that, and there was a couple men that would go, but they were mostly like gay men. But I think one time something got kind of weird with a straight man that made things a little awkward because sometimes they get a boner. So
We're coming in hot today.
yeah, talking about dude.
First of all, I was talking about wholesome B-roll.
No, you weren't.
You took it into your
You can't say
satanic
tight
worshiping.
B-roll and then just expect me not to.
Was it or was it not tight B-roll?
I don't know how tight it was. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
It's pretty tight.
Is it tight? Well, that's good.
It was pretty tight. Just like B-roll should be.
Is it clean?
It was dirty. That's why we're doing it again. You know, it's been a week.
It's been a week, yeah.
Freaking week, dude.
It's all right.
So I'm ready to not be in this week.
It's been a weird week, yeah.
Shows this weekend for both of us. The stress of this week is all going to be worth it because we're both working.
Yeah. We're working. It's going to be good.
We're working gals. We're going to be out on the line. What's that from?
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. That's a real song.
Lineman of the county.
Hit it.
Working on the lines when Ron Swanson was stealing cable. You know what? We could do a secondary show where we just revisit all of Parks and Recreation seasons 1 through 5.
That's already a thing. I literally found that the other day.
There's a Buffy one too.
Of course there's a Buffy. There's a podcast about everything.
Yeah.
There's a podcast about literally
I
anything.
think there's a couple Buffy ones.
Yeah, so both working this weekend. I get my New Orleans redemption, and you get to play in front of the most people that you've worked in front of.
It's a biggie.
It's a biggie. Are you scared?
I'm really scared, but I think I'll be fine.
You want one of my magic candies?
No.
You gonna do good?
Yeah. I'll be okay.
You're ready.
Yeah.
You've done this before.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't seem very confident in that.
I think I just there's like a group of people there that I really want to impress, and it's not even so much the number of people that will be there. It's more so the people that I want to make proud.
Yeah. You could do a show in front of 4,000 people, and is if there's like 2 or 3 people at front of house with you, then it's a problem.
If Ian is there,
you don't give a shit about the crowd.
I'm like, I just like look at him. I'm like, what do you think, dude? What's it look like?
Does it look like
I don't
him?
give a fuck. He couldn't even not even be looking.
Yeah.
And I would be.
Well, that's the thing with that. I mean, you got to know that you're technically there breaking him, so no one's gonna be there with you.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I honestly,
You're
I know.
gonna be out in the middle of the sea of people.
No, that's okay. I can handle that.
Shredding.
Yeah.
Shredding.
I think it's just because this is an LA show and all of the people that work for this company either live in Seattle or LA. And so that means kind of the big wigs are going to be
The biggie
there.
wiggies. You've done this before.
I've done it before.
You've done it before.
I think I'm just more worried about
You're just playing with big TV screens.
making Ian proud. Because he's the one that got me this gig and this was his show. And
Yeah.
I just want...
Listen, everyone messes up.
I know. I
I have yet to see any. Well, I always mess up at least once.
Yeah, people mess up.
You know,
People-
but a little bit less now that we're running a time coded show. But for the most part, every show has like at least a little bit.
Yeah, people make mistakes. People do.
People make mistakes, dude, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. You're
Yeah.
gonna be good.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get through it either way.
Have you ever hot swapped before?
Yes.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I had to do at the last
Chicago?
At Chicago. And the other 2 shows I've done. You know, this will be my first show where I am actually facing the video wall.
We're moving up in this world.
All of the shows that I've been to, I was in a bird nest one time. I could not see the screen at all.
Yeah.
Second time, I was in front of it. Third time, I was in front of it, trapped in a corner of darkness in hell.
The progression. You are
I'm pretty
leveling
excited
up. You get to see the video wall while you run the
like
show this time.
I can move my arms more than 6 inches away from my body.
Yeah, that's a step up in the world.
Yeah. So
Well.
I'm pretty excited for that. The DC one was really fun because I did have a lot of room there, which was nice.
Sound check.
And the guy,
That one was on stage.
was that soundtrack?
Yeah, it's sound
Yeah.
check. That's the other.
First 2
Clubber.
shows, I had really awesome house VJs that were
Very
wonderful,
helpful.
like super cool. Shout out Dark Star. Shout out Soundcheck DC. But
Maybe don't say the name of the place that you're gonna badmouth.
no, I'm not.
The last one. Listen, you need to go through that. You need to have a shit tech at front of house. You need to have someone that's not good. So you really grow independently.
Well, I learned a lot from the situation because it was not all them and it was not all me and it was not all the place. It was just kind of a trifecta of things that could have been better.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from it and I still had fun doing it. And I didn't cry after, so.
You didn't cry? Did you cry after the other 2?
No, I cried after Nova
Oh.
on my birthday.
Happy birthday. And that wasn't even that bad.
It's just because I didn't have I really underestimated how much I relied on my show file now that I have it built for me.
Well, to be fair, the show file you were running on was a little cattywampus, if you will.
Well, I was running it off of somebody else's computer. That wasn't my... Oh, jeez.
Every time we do this, that goes off.
Good.
But yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
I'll be fine.
LA will be fine. You got your show file prepped. You got everything laid out. You'll have a show already with the
Just let it happen. You can't talk sometimes. It's okay.
you'll have a show control computer.
Show control. I will have a show control computer.
Show control. I can't fucking say it.
Let it go. I'll have the show
I need
control
to do
computer.
it for my own show control computer.
Yeah, I'll have
Okay,
that.
you will have that at front of house.
I sure will.
So you'll be able to see everything.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'll be good.
You've never been better.
Have you picked a place to eat in New Orleans?
I'm gonna eat like McDonald's or Chipotle or something.
I don't think you should do that. I think you should just get normal food.
What's normal food? I like to try the cuisine of the town that I'm in. Okay, and that's sometimes not normal.
Yeah, well then sometimes just get maybe like their normal cuisine, but like a chicken or a steak. and not oysters or crawfish etouffee or.
It was good.
I'm sure it was.
Not for my body, but it was good.
Yeah, I think you have a travel tummy situation.
We've
right?
already addressed that, and I know I do, and your boys got the medicine on deck. So this time around, I am gonna be better. Although, see, it's a one-off show, and New Orleans goes till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and my flight's at 7. So I'm not gonna really get to sleep. So I'm gonna get into New Orleans. I'll probably DoorDash something. Go to sound check or DoorDash food, take a nap, go to sound check, maybe get a dinner, shotgun a Red Bull, do the show, straight to the airport.
Do you know where you're staying?
Yeah, it's called the Mercantile Hotel.
It's not the same place you were.
It's not the same place.
Not where you were a little tiny king.
No, that was actually rad.
Yeah, that was a
Shout
nice
out to
hotel.
hotel upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they fucked up, so they had to upgrade us.
We love a fuck up.
We love a fuck up when it's not us.
Yes.
So be careful what you wish for, dog.
Yeah.
Because we don't always love a fuck up.
True.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Straight to the airport is always a no fun situation.
True.
I have been so torn up doing that, but this time around, I'm not going to drink.
You're going to be great.
I'm going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the airport. Maybe I'll get upgraded because it's an early Saturday morning flight, and usually people don't fly on Saturday.
You never know.
Probably be fucking middle seat. No, I'm not middle seat. That's not. I don't do that. I don't do middle seat. I don't do middle seat like you.
No. I don't enjoy it, but
Sometimes you got to do it.
you got to do it. I don't enjoy it.
I've been doing a lot of think about maybe getting a tattoo in New Orleans.
Oh my
if I
God.
have a time.
You 100% will have time and you should do it.
Just like a little joint.
Little zinger.
Little zinger somewhere
Okay.
on my dermis.
Okay, cool.
So
Do you want to discuss what you want?
what do you think?
What do I think you want?
What do you think about me getting a tattoo in New
Oh
Orleans?
my God, you should 100% do it.
Where?
Where?
Where's a good starter position for a tattoo?
Oh boy. Well,
I need training wheels out the gate because your boy doesn't like pain.
I mean, I've never had one on my arm, but I've heard the arm is not like the forearm is not that bad. My back, the one on my shoulder, was not bad at all.
Back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do back.
Why?
I want to be able to see it.
Oh, well. Thigh, I don't know.
See, that's always where I think, but I have a sensitive thigh. I got a sensitive thigh meat, dude.
I mean, I've had my upper, like my hips, both my hips, and it doesn't hurt at all there.
Yeah.
Like this didn't hurt at all.
Well, women also have a higher pain tolerance,
I
okay?
also have a little more chunk on my body, so
C on your B.
my little CMIB.
You got a little C on your B.
What else? This didn't hurt. This one didn't feel great on the ribs. I don't recommend ribs. I don't recommend ankles. Like knee down sounds pretty bad. I've heard behind the leg is pretty bad. How big are you gonna go? Do you think?
I'm gonna get a little ditty.
Just a little guy.
Just a little ditty somewhere.
Yeah.
If I have the time, just so I could test the waters.
I think
I think New Orleans would be a good place to do it.
I think forearm is really not going to be bad.
It's super visible though, dude.
So you want to see it, but you don't want to see it that often.
I want to be like distant neighbors with it. Like I want to be able to see it, but I don't want it to be in my grill, you know?
Like your thigh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not going to get a tattoo. I seem very timid about this.
You're overthinking it already.
This is why I got to do it spontaneously. I cannot think about it because there's too many factors in a lifelong situation.
I don't think you're worried about the lifelong part of the tattoo being there. You're only scared about how bad it's going to hurt.
I'm scared about that. And also I really, I need symmetry in my life. Like what if they jack it up?
They won't jack it up.
Then I'm stuck with a oblong piece of garbage.
They won't jack it up. And if it doesn't, you have a stencil on there. Oh my God. They stencil it out. And if it looks bad, then you tell them to move it. It's super easy for them to move it. And they won't be annoyed.
I'm just going to get a smiley face tattoo.
And that would hurt too.
Face tat.
I think you just need to do it.
I think I need to rip the Band-Aid off and just do it.
You do.
Because
I say leg, arm, or shoulder.
LAS.
I think you could do it. I would say arm. I know that's kind of visible.
By the time this comes out, I may or may not have a tattoo.
You just gotta.
I may or may not be in the exclusive club that you nerds are in.
Get yatted, dude.
Don't say that. You're not 20 years old.
Is that what they say?
We went over what they say, and you know how ridiculous it is. No, we're not going back to it.
You're getting chuggy over here. But yeah, I think you should just do it. I think just look up some shops. Did you already look up shops over there?
I did the last time I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I was going to do it, but I got spooked, and I also was diarrheaing for like 5 hours straight.
Other than the pain, what scares you?
I don't want them to look at me like a nerd if it hurts. I don't want to be embarrassed of my reaction to said tattoo and the needle in my body. I don't like needles. Not a needle guy.
How do you overcome other things that you're afraid of?
Liquor.
Well, not always.
Liquor.
I think you should give yourself a prize for not drinking. And it should be a tattoo.
Yeah, Saturday will be 12 weeks.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Watch me whip.
No. No.
That might be my... What was my treat last time was just ice cream. Maybe this time will be a tattoo.
Yeah. I treat myself with tattoos.
And the person's show that I'm running is very pro tattoo, so they will definitely encourage
they're covering tattoos.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go get one with you.
Now that would be a story. I would do it then. See, that's I really like. Why are you doubting me? Why are you doubting me?
Because
Why?
I know you like to be spontaneous, but you want to do things alone. But then you are motivated if other people are there with you and have a reason to go do it.
We've already went over this. I am a walking oxymoron, right? I want to be seen and unseen at the same time. I want to be known and unknown. I want to be around people and around no one at the same damn time. What's wrong?
I think you just like to be around certain people, seen by certain people, and known by certain people. Maybe you're just selective.
I am selective, but my silly brain is all over the place.
Yeah, well, that's why we have
What are you
doctors.
going to do? Well, on the topic of doctors, I want to make an announcement.
Should we review your blood work on the air?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mr. DooDoo is gone.
Yeah. R.I.P. DooDoo brain.
R.I.P. Mr. DooDoo. He's not dead, and
Yeah.
I didn't kill him. But I decided that he was not the right fit for me.
Did you ask your doctor for a referral to someone, or did that?
I got too many other referrals. I gotta do it a different time.
Okay.
I got like referred out for like 4 different things.
You can send her a message.
You can do that?
Don't you have a portal?
You shouldn't have told me that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'm going to message her every single day with
Don't-
all of my problems that I have.
Don't do that.
Because I think I have every disease. What was the last one I thought I had?
The only thing that
I thought I had borderline personality disorder.
Oh.
Looked it up. They're too vague when they give you the symptoms because every symptom could be for anything.
They have to be vague on the internet.
Ooh, you have a headache?
Cancer.
Anorexic.
Schizophrenic.
Exactly. Everything is everything.
Yeah. But that's why they tell you not to Google stuff and self-diagnose, because
Listen,
you
I'm Mr.
can't
Google.
You're not alone. I mean, you're definitely, it's a thing that people do. And people come in with like Google, like printed out articles of like things that they have and what their treatment is for it. And most of the time it's not true because they can't, you can't get all of this knowledge on one topic after a 5-minute Google search. So
yeah, so Mr. DooDoo's gone. I'm on the hunt for another therapist. Mm-hmm. We're gonna hit the road and hopefully find one.
3rd time's a charm.
It'll be 5th. I've had 5 different ones. The first lady that was just bad at her job made me feel bad. The first therapist that I had, she literally would try to guide me like an impatient parent teaches you how to do homework or teaches you stuff in school, where it was just like, what's 2 + 4? I don't know. What's 2 + 4? And they just repeat it louder.
Yeah.
Whenever we were trying to like work through something, she would just like say it and be like, just repeat the question until I got it. I was like, bitch, I need guidance.
Yeah.
I'm at your doorstep asking for help and you're making me feel like a loser.
Yeah.
So yeah. Second one was nice, but she wanted me to get on crazy pills. I shouldn't have said that. Not crazy pills. She wanted me to get on medicine.
She wanted you to take meds and
I said, no, I didn't want to do that.
yeah, but then you also just never went back.
That's my signature move.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
I'm a ghoster.
You can't ghost therapists, and just because
to be fair, Mr. DooDoo, I told him I was like trying to figure out something with my insurance, and I would schedule again when I figured.
That's not 100% a lie.
And I pieced out.
Yeah.
And with no intention of going back. So take that how you will, but me and DooDoo are cut.
Yeah, the second lady I feel like was a good fit. I think she scared you off with the medication.
Well, she also didn't listen to me, so that's always nice. 5th time's a charm. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, you'll get there.
We're gonna get there. I'm on the hunt.
Yeah.
And when I find a therapist that fits my brain, it's over for you bitches. It's over.
Yeah.
I will conquer the world.
I had therapy yesterday.
How was that? Oh, no one was home. You got the full Monty of being able to be open and not worry about it.
It was a good day for no one to be home. It was pretty loud. I had a lot to
finally,
say.
you're talking loudly.
And, oh, yeah. Well, she can hear me just fine.
Okay, well, my recordings can't. So please raise your voice.
Well, we talked about some things that I really didn't want to talk about, but I had to. And we did. And
did she make you do the big sob?
No, I didn't cry. I thought I was going to. Mm-hmm. I had to really like hype myself up to do it. But I had also decided that I was going to talk to her about the stuff I want to talk to her about on Monday when I was still feeling sad. And then by Wednesday, I was like not feeling so sad about it. And then talking to her about it, I just didn't really make me feel sad again. And I don't know if I really got my point all the way across.
That always fucked me up, is when I didn't complete a thought or like a something or other, and then the session ends, you're like, dang it, I'm not fulfilled.
I just feel like I really like, I don't know, I was thinking maybe she would react a little bit more or like give me an answer as to why I do things. And instead, I guess we're just working through coping mechanisms to start, which is fine. So, I think therapists aren't really supposed to diagnose you.
They just guide you along the path of being able to live with yourself.
But sometimes I want her to like tell me and put me in the box of like what I am, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. She's nice and we laugh sometimes and it's fine. And she said,
"Oh yeah,
see you in a couple weeks." And I said, "See you, doc."
You should go back to once a week.
No, I don't want to do once a week.
Why not?
That was too much.
It was too much?
Yeah.
Too much feelings?
It was like too hard for me to think of things I want.
This gives you time to like really fuck yourself up before going back.
Yeah, and like give me things to think about. Like if I'm not like feeling sad or like I need to
it
talk.
lets you stray from the path a little bit before you go back.
And then if
righted
something
up.
bad happens or like I have an episode, then she, she's there on Wednesday.
Do you have direct contact with her?
Do I have like her number?
Can you call her?
Yeah, she says to call her if something bad happens. If I need her, but I will definitely not be calling her ever if I need her.
Why?
I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
I need you.
I'm sad. My car broke down or something.
No, you just scream at me and then I'd fix it.
See, no, now I won't.
What?
I won't ever call you. Because
No,
you screamed at me.
No. Okay, here we go. We always have one solid little rough and tumble, rough 'em up in these episodes, and I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'll fuck you up.
No.
You want to go fist the cuffs? What do you want to do?
No. What happened was, you, Miss Independent, I don't need no man, I can fix things on my own, came home with a flat tire and had a meltdown, so I went and fixed it, and I was understandably, at least justifiably in my eyes, a little bit upset that you were hysterical and stressing me out. So I went and did it silently, and that was that. Here we go. Now you get the wrong side of the story.
So my tire needed to be changed. I called and I asked if you could help me change my tire, because I didn't know how. Just because I like to be independent in some of the things that I do and not ask for help on a lot of things doesn't mean that means I'm not going to ask for help ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you were already pissed the second I asked you for help, and you helped me change my tire. I was grateful. And the thing that started my meltdown is because that you were mad at me, which is why I don't like asking for help, because whether it's me asking my mom or asking anyone and they get upset, it's something I'm working through in therapy.
Wrong.
No, it's not
That's
wrong.
What you said is wrong. You were hysterical already before you called me, which I'm a sponge. You know I'm a sponge. You see this material? Touch it. Touch me.
I'm working through those types of feelings in therapy.
You won't touch me. Spongy, huh?
You were already pissed about why I asked you for help. So
you came at me with stress.
I'm not.
And I instantly got stressed. I'm a sponge dog. Sponge dog millionaire. That's me.
Well, then if I'm stressed, I won't call you for my help, for asking for help anymore.
No, I would love to help you, but I need you to take a couple breaths, settle down a little bit, and then I'd be happy to help. We could have done it together. I could have like wiped grease on your face. It could have been like a Hallmark movie. But instead, stressitos. And I had to pump it up with a bike pump. Do you remember that?
And I felt bad. And again, won't be asking you for help.
My arm was fucking jacked afterwards, though, and continues to still be jacked. For all you burglars. We got through it together. You don't seem happy about this. We're getting brought up.
No.
Add it to your therapy list, dog.
It's already been on my therapy. It's something I work through in therapy all the time.
You need to work harder.
Well, I haven't had a flat tire yet. And I certainly won't be calling you.
See, you're going to extremes.
Why?
It's not either do it for you or just don't talk to me at all. There's an in-between there. Okay?
Yeah, I'll do it myself.
See, that's the other extreme.
Why?
I'm happy to help. I just don't like being surrounded by stress.
Okay. Whatever.
I'm glad you're so receptive in this relationship.
I'm very receptive.
Maybe receptive?
What did I say?
You're receptive, dude. You're so receptive.
Whatever.
You're so receptive.
We can change it.
No, the gloves are off now. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty.
I don't want a nitty gritty right now.
You have to nitty gritty.
Wheelies?
That's all one thing.
You have dreams about doing wheelies?
Okay. I have 3 recurring dreams in my life that happen almost on rotation. 1, that I can do an unlimited amount of push-ups. 2, that I can do a wheelie that goes forever on a bike. And 3, that somehow I get to a show and then all of my content is gone or my computer doesn't turn on. Those 3 I have so regularly.
What was the first one?
That I can do an unlimited amount of push-ups.
Is it just you alone? Are you always in the same place?
I don't know the place. The only constant that I remember of the dream is that I did push-ups uninhibited and I just cranked them.
That's so weird.
It is weird. Like the other day I had a wheelie that I was just on a bike and I was just going forever.
Oh my God, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
a good dream. I would like
I've
to do
always
a wheelie.
wanted to learn how to wheelie because I dream about it so frequently.
I feel like I had a really symbolic dream last night.
Okay, hit me with the symbols.
I had a dream that I was in, there was like some ocean situation surrounding me. There was waves. We had to get out of the water because the waves were going to start getting really big. And so we get out of the water and then the water's coming from both sides. And it's like these 2 huge crashing waves. And then the water like gets to us and it's not like that powerful. It's not that bad. And like doesn't knock us down. And I was like, in my dream, I was like, oh,
That's symbolic
it's not
as
so
F.
bad. And I like woke up this morning. I was like, oh, it's not so bad. I don't know what the second wave is, but
You're going to pee the bed.
I had a dream earlier about cancer, which was sad, but
You're
somebody that doesn't exist had cancer in my dream.
How will they exist in some form if they're in your dream?
But it was someone telling me about their daughter that has cancer, but they don't have a daughter. And I don't know who they were talking about.
Is it a person you know?
Yeah.
What if this is foreshadowing? That's dark.
But they don't have a daughter.
What if they do in the future?
They're old enough to not be able to have a daughter.
Who was it? Okay, that's weird.
Like telling me about how like strong her daughter is, but saying like that the cancer is going to change her like as a person or something.
What if she's talking about you?
No, I like could see that there was another person there, but I don't know who it was.
Okay, this is some weird,
I have weird dreams.
trippy. I'm surprised you remember it. Usually you don't remember.
Normally I don't remember. Yeah.
You're not a rememberer.
I have a couple recurrent dreams. I actually have one recurrent dream that happens not as much as it used to, but it's not so good. It's a bad dream. And it happens like sometimes it'll pick up where it left off. And then sometimes it will.
Sometimes you get to relive.
Sometimes there's like different versions of it, but it's always like the same dream and it's always the same situation. I always wake up pissed off.
Yeah. I don't know if the world's ready for that one.
My therapist can't crack that code either. She was, "You still having the dreams?" I was like, "Yes, bitch. Obviously."
Obviously.
God, they ain't fixed me that good yet.
Well, she's trying.
She is.
You won't open up fully to her.
She's doing her darndest. Doing her darndest.
Is that a recurring thing that you're going to start saying now?
I say it every day.
Doing the darndest?
I say that to my patients.
No, you don't.
I do.
I hope you don't.
I say,
do
"You're doing okay." I said, "I do my darndest."
They probably love you so much. They probably think you're some little angel. I'm doing my darndest.
They do love me.
Old people love you.
They're so
Why
funny.
do old people love you?
Because I love them and I talk to them like they're people and not like they're children.
Well, unless they're annoying.
Well, that's...
Or racist.
Well...
Which happens a lot.
It does happen.
Especially in San Diego.
It does happen sometimes.
Yeah. But old people love you.
I love them. The feeling is mutual. I think they're so fucking funny and they're so cute. And they're so... Even the
they're
really...
wrinkly.
They are, but they're adorable. They're so...
Flappy.
I met a couple the other day. They had only been married for 9 years. I think they were like in their late 70s, early 80s. And they met because they were birding. They were bird watching. And she goes,
nerds.
I didn't want a husband. I thought I was done with men. And then I went birding. And then this guy asked if I wanted to carpool. And
They
then
call
it was
birding?
They go birding. They just bird watch. She's like a single old widow. And
You want to go bird with me?
I would bird with you.
Would you get on a bird with me?
I'm not a safe scooter person. I also think bird watching would not be so.
That doesn't sound fun. Bird watching. Also, I'm glad that they took away the scooters from around us because.
Did you see the new ones? There's more out.
Oh well, I'm scared about that because I feel like you falling is like a ticking time bomb. And you've tested your luck. We've used to bird a lot when we lived downtown. But now
You know what I think is really
you're
funny?
on borrowed time as far as falling.
I think it's really funny that the grand city of San Diego has spent millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on these fucking bike lanes. And I understand that they're mainly for bikes, and that's fine. But then they take away all the scooters and now that people have a safe place to ride the scooters in the street and not on the sidewalks. And there's room for the stupid bikes and the scooters. And now there's
at least we have roundabouts. Feel very British.
I bet there's no money left over to fix all these fucking potholes because
Dude, they're so bad. I saw one today rolling through North Park that was literally like 6 inches deep.
Yeah.
It was insane.
There's a huge one on the 163 that's like super deep. It's like right by the 8 and it's in the fast lane.
They got to get their ish together, dog.
If a motorcycle hits that going fast, they're going to die.
Yeah.
And it's like to the left towards the middle, but still, dude, it's really bad. And I'm so glad that they're allocating all these funds to medians, roundabouts, and 6 feet wide bike lanes and taking away all of the parking for all of the local businesses.
Their entire goal is to make it more inconvenient for you to drive.
Yeah.
That's all they're trying to do.
Fucking annoying.
It's incredibly annoying.
Yeah. And now businesses don't have any places to park. Oh,
That's
I
more
got
annoying.
a bone to pick with you.
I mean, in 5 years, I don't even think you'll need 5 to 10. I don't think you'll need a driver's license.
There's no place to lock your bike. There's no bike racks anywhere.
There's bike racks.
Is there? I don't know.
There's bike racks. You don't pay attention.
I don't have a bike because I'm an adult. That's not true. Adults have bikes. I take that back. But
I would argue that a lot of adults have bikes.
a lot of adults have bikes. There are a lot of people that use the bike lanes to commute to work, and I think that that's great. But I think that it's also...
I did it one time, and I was like,
Did you see that they shut down the 163 to let people ride their bicycles on it one morning? It was like a couple weeks ago on a Saturday, and I didn't notice it until I saw it on like Instagram.
Absolutely not.
Vice's Instagram posted about it, and they like shut down the freeway to like show how much more they need to make cities accessible to bikes. And I mean, I guess I don't know that much about the biking community and if there is a hardship for people riding bikes, but
Well, they got their lanes now. You got to get a bike. Get rid of your license. Get a bike. PSA.
I can't bike to work.
Why not?
It's too far.
Yeah, it is too far. But at least...
It's also cold.
Do you want... I need to address something with you. I saw your license the other day. It's wrong.
It's not wrong.
You lied to the government. Is that a felony?
Everybody does.
You lied to the government.
No, I didn't.
That hair color of yours? A brunette.
This one?
Fake blonde. You're not blonde, dog. You are not blonde. And your eyes are not blue. And to be fair, you're only 5'6".
I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
And
But the other two are true.
it says
You
5.
liar, pants for hire.
It says 5'11", I'm pretty sure. And
Oh, so it is wrong.
And it says I'm 165 pounds, and it will
3 strikes, you're a felon.
stay 165 pounds. So
You are a liar. And then, which led me to think about this scenario. If you were a felon, how would that logistically work? Like if you went to prison for 5 years, what happens?
I don't understand the question.
I'm saying you go to jail for 5 years. What am I? Do felons do you get to pick where you go, or they just lop you around? Do I come visit you? Do I try to sneak you in balloons? Do I sneak you a shiv in there? Do I bring you hostess cakes?
Well,
What
if
do you
it's
want?
a federal crime and I'm going to prison, then I'll probably get moved around the state.
They just treat you like a piece of meat.
Yeah, they kind of move around, but you have better visitation hours. You get conjugal visits. I think you might have to be married though.
Well, looks like we're not getting conjugal visits.
But yeah, I feel like because you're kind of in prison for a little bit longer. So sometimes I've heard that people say it's a bit more cushier than county.
Yeah.
But county, they can just bounce you around from like George Bailey, Vista, Otay.
You shouldn't know that many jails.
I have all of their numbers on my phone.
Trauma.
In case you ever have to go to jail and I need to help you.
I hope I don't have to go to jail.
I hope not either. It's not fun.
So what would you want me to do for you? Do you like what am I trying to sneak you?
In?
So, yeah, so I mean you've already lied to the government, so you're a federal criminal. You're a felon.
Uh-huh.
You're going to jail for a nickel, a 5 to 10. I like saying that. I feel like I'm in. So you're doing 5 to 10.
I'm not going to do 5 to 10.
This is a hypothetical scenario. Please let me hash it out and so we can move forward.
I don't need anything. Just put money on my books. I can buy stuff from the commissary.
It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, but
so I got to get a second job so you can eat ramen noodles and get freaking strong-armed.
Like $20
you
a week.
You would run a prison.
I would not run a prison.
You would run a prison.
I would
You
make
would start
friends.
a racket. You would be like, listen, bitch, give me a pack of smokes. I'll give you some ramen and protection. You would be the boss in there, I feel like.
I don't think I would be very much a boss because I don't like telling people what to do.
That's the bit.
But I think
prison bosses, you don't need to.
I think that I would really do my best in joining separate groups of people because I try to be friends with everyone.
I don't think women prisons are the same as men's prisons, but
it's definitely just more like petty drama. It's definitely like high school, you're having sex with my girlfriend.
Women petty?
Not so much like the ridiculous drama that happens in male prisons.
What drama happens in male prisons?
Oh my God. If your dick is any much longer than my dick or your arm brushes by mine, my testosterone is threatened and I'm going to stab you in your fucking neck. Women will just like rip out your hair. Men are like, oh, I'm a man and I have to defend my honor. No, dude. I'd rather get bitch slapped by a girl than fucking stabbed in my neck because I looked at a dude wrong. Okay. Men are dramatic and petty.
Okay.
Okay.
I could see you winding up there. And I knew it was going to take a minute to get you back down to earth. How we feeling?
I'm winding down.
You good?
Men are idiots.
Are you good?
I'm fine.
Okay. I just needed to make sure. Listen, I will say men are dramatic. They're a little dramatic. Okay? So what? Everyone's dramatic. How about people are dramatic? Prisons are dramatic. Here I was trying to hash out a nice love story where we stay together while you go to prison and I sneak you nice things. And you go into, you hate men.
You can mail me stuff. You don't got to sneak me stuff. You can mail me books. You can mail me playing cards. You can mail me other stuff.
You can mail things into a prison?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Order them online and just get us into the jail or prison. They'd have to check it first, obviously, but...
Anything?
I mean, most thing. What are you trying to send? I don't think you could, like, mail a dildo or anything in there, but...
Well, I'm just thinking, like, that just seems pretty broad. Like, what if I want...
I don't think you could, like, send me a Game Boy or anything.
Oh, now that would be sick.
I don't think that you could send me that. I think that would also probably get stolen pretty quickly from me. I also don't really like confrontation. So I don't think I would do well if people tried to fight me all the time. I'll fight back, but...
But, I mean, you used to be like that. You used to be
confrontational?
Yeah, well, just a fighter.
I was more defending myself most of the time that I fought.
Yeah.
But I
just know I have your back if you go to prison. That's what I'm saying.
I have your back too.
We've already had the conversation about what you would likely go for. Now we can close the chapter of that book and just know I got you back.
I did not change my physical appearance on my driver's license because it's been that way since I was 16 and I just don't feel like I want to confuse anyone.
What do you...
I don't want anyone to be confused.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
So...
You just don't want to confuse people. Yeah. Is your picture... No, you got a new picture.
I got a new photo.
No, you got to change it, dude. Update it.
What do people do when they have like pink hair?
Pink.
I don't think they have that option.
Pink.
And people change their hair color all the time. I could dye my hair black right now.
Then you'd have to put black. But if it's brown,
I can't just keep updating it and changing it. It's like that for another 5 years.
I like how you're wearing a turtleneck and it's like 80 degrees outside.
I'm actually shivering right now.
Are you cold?
I'm kind of cold.
Are you anemic?
No. Are you anemic?
I don't know. I got my results. My blood results.
It's your sodium.
After your dinner, it was skyrocketed.
Was it good?
I don't.
You're welcome.
No, I don't. I think everything. Listen, they gave me a blanket. She called me and she's just like, your blood work is good. Oh, for context, I went to the doctor for my annual exam the other day.
Everyone should do it.
And I hate doing that because I just unload on this lady like, hey, here's every single problem that I've had over the past year. Give me 7 referrals and I don't want to see you again.
That is the whole point of a family doctor, and that is her job, and she is happy to do those things. So
She was like, she was right. She only brought like a little piece of paper in there. She filled it up in like the first 10 minutes.
Huh.
She had to like get another one and do her whole thing. It was not.
Well, especially for someone that's like young and relatively healthy, but you had a lot of stuff to catch up on. It's been several years since you've gone to a doctor.
Not true.
I guess it's not several.
I got low white blood cells. What does that mean? Am I dead?
No.
Okay. Well, you heard it here
Is
first,
it
folks.
just-
I'm not dead.
Is it low within the range, or is it low?
It's low within the range.
That's fine.
My
That's why there's
glucose is 92 fasting.
What's the range?
Diabetes range.
What's the range?
Diabetes range. I don't know if I can diabetes this, babe.
You can diabetes.
I don't think I can, dude. The range is 70 to 99. So I'm on the high side. Your boys needs insulin. Gotta call Mark Cuban. Give me the cheapie.
You don't need insulin.
Let's see what else we got in here that's fun. My sodium is literally middle of the road.
Perfect.
Middle of the road, dude.
You're welcome. Everyone should just get a basic blood panel done and
A panel?
just move on. Okay. Get your tummy checked. Get your heart listened to. Listen to your lungs.
Your tummy. To get your tummy checked, your innards, do you have to dump one out into a bag?
Don't need. You want to give a stool sample?
I don't want to, but I would like to see how my digestive tract is kicking. I don't think I could do that. I physically don't think I could bring myself to dump in a bag.
You, first of all, you don't have to dump in a bag.
A cup?
You don't need to test your poops. Your poops are fine.
Sometimes. Not in New Orleans, they're not.
Well,
I had salmonella.
I don't think you had someone.
E. coli. What was the reasoning in Texas?
I don't know. You had something.
You don't know anything. You're not a doctor. I'm gonna talk to Brianna, okay? She's my new girlfriend, okay? I need to find a new girlfriend who's a doctor, so then it's 2 birds, 1 stone. Or you can go to med school.
Go for it.
No, I don't want to get beat up, dude.
I won't beat you
What's
up.
Billy Rubin?
It's
Because I'm middle of the road in Billy Rubin too.
Can't remember.
You know what this says to me? That I'm gonna die.
Everything is in range.
Let me check my freaking lipids, dude. Cholesterol? What's a good cholesterol?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I thought you were a doctor.
Why would I have cholesterol ranges? 170.
It's 146.
What's the high?
I really hope a doctor listens to this and tells me the real deal.
They're not going to give you the answers that you want to hear.
You know what? What do I want to hear?
Nobody can.
What is it that I want? Exactly. What answers do I want to hear from all of this?
Well, it's more so...
Also, because every year that I go to get a physical, I always get tested for STDs.
Yeah.
Your boy's still clean.
There you go.
10 years in.
Thank God.
Batting 1,000.
Nice.
Batting 1,000.
I think I actually declined the last time I had to go.
She asked for it, and I was like, all right, I'll do it.
I just said, no, I don't care. I think I'm fine.
Well, we're in this together.
Yeah. But definitely go get STD checked. Planned Parenthood does it for free.
I also don't have syphilis.
Thank God.
What happens if you have syphilis? Physically?
You can go, if it goes untreated, you can go blind.
Oh, my eyesight is going.
Chicken.
Silly goose.
Too crazy.
So that's blindness is the only thing? Like, hey,
I'm pretty sure
I boned like 3 months ago. Now I'm blind?
I don't know if it'll take 3 months ago, but we did community service in an AIDS HIV house.
I was...
And one of the ladies had syphilis. Her husband gave her syphilis when he came back from deployment in like Vietnam or something, like a long time ago. And he gave her syphilis and she went blind, and AIDS. He gave her HIV and it turned into AIDS.
Are they still together?
No,
Oh.
no. Is
she dead or is he dead? Or are they just for like, we got to cut it off?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she obviously divorced him when she started going blind because of the syphilis, and then like found out he was cheating. Syphilis? I think you can cure the syphilis, but I think that eventually it like eats away at certain parts of your brain.
So once you get Siphy, your eyesight is iffy?
We should end there. We should end it there.
We can't. We're not done yet. We are not done yet.
Yeah, I think that there's a couple other STDs that can eat away at like your mental health if they go untreated.
Like what?
Syphilis is definitely one. I don't know if gonorrhea does. Men don't have as many symptoms as ladies do. They go, like unnoticing their symptoms.
Every time we have a podcast, we usually touch on lady issues.
Genitals.
You can't just say genitals every time something comes up women related. Hold on.
I'm not saying this is just women related.
I'm saying every time we have a podcast or every time we sit down to record, we usually talk about women and the troubles they go through. And every time it makes me realize how hard it is to be a woman. I am on your side. Oh. Okay? You were about to get mad at me. I'm going to rough you up. I'm going to get you.
Yeah,
Are you having fun?
The couple people that I know, actually a pretty good amount of people that I know that have had chlamydia, because it's a very common STD and there's no shame in the STD game. Just go get checked and get treated.
Chlamydia.
The men have no clue.
Yeah, well, I'm negative on that.
Good. Proud of you.
And I'm going to go. Also, this will make you happy. Got a referral out to get my moles checked.
I am happy about that. I think that's very good. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, dude. Brother. So what happens? Give me the rundown on what happens when they check your moles. Do you just get naked and they're like, bang, 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 you're good, get the hell out of here?
Pretty much, yeah.
What if they have to cut me up?
They will then. No. At that point in time, they're going to numb you up and they'll just take a small biopsy and then they send it out and it'll literally take less than 5 minutes. So it's super fast.
I get so scared. I don't like being open.
You won't be open.
They're going to slice me.
It'll just be like a little, like if you cut yourself shaving.
I don't
they just take
shave,
a little,
dude.
They take a little scoop of skin. No stitches.
I don't shave,
most of the time.
But see, most of the time you got to add a disclaimer.
Do you want me to go with you?
No. You're annoying enough about derm at home. I put sunscreen on today.
Proud of you. Man, I got sunburn over the weekend.
Okay, Mrs. Preacher.
Super bad on my nose and my forehead.
What did we do? Oh, yeah. Is it possible to get sun poisoning? Because I think I got that. I literally got home and I was like nauseous and I felt like I couldn't move. Is that...
I mean, I know that you can get sun poisoning. Typically, it's from a larger part of your body, but
think that I'm a psycho lady.
If you felt that way from that amount of sun, it was also your first time being in the sun for like 4 months. So I don't know if I can't say if it was sun poisoning or not, but sun poisoning is definitely a thing.
Will you just go to med school already?
No,
please.
I don't think I'd be able to help you. I think even if I had infinite knowledge to reassure you that you're going to be fine, I don't think that you would believe me because that is not the underlying issue. And I love you.
Help. I need help, bro.
Is there like a online support group of like other people that have OCD? And they're like this specific type? That aren't just like, I need the edges to be straight. I have OCD. I'm so particular.
See, here's the thing. I joined a subreddit for it, but the way I looked at things, people would ask questions in there all the time. And I think I commented a couple times, and every single time it was always just like, maybe you're right. How am I going to tell you? Maybe you do have what you say you have. Maybe you are correct about the way you're feeling right now.
Uh-oh.
So it's just we would just be an echo chamber of just terrible shit.
That's not you're feeding off of each other.
We will grow stronger as a group.
I don't think I'm on the same subreddit, but I do follow a subreddit for OCD, and it's a lot of it is very sad because a lot of it is like people that are like really in a dark point of their
Been there, sister.
compulsions, and they have like, you know, they don't want to talk to anyone, but they'll just like post about it.
Yeah.
But it really is interesting how many different like
Types
of OCD there are, and
Yeah.
how little people know about it, and how people use OCD as like a blanket term because
I can't roll my eyes hard enough.
and I definitely think, you know, there's people that say that they have OCD and they're, you know, super particular about stuff, but it does bother me when people are like, I'm OCD about if my shirt and my pants match, and they're just,
It's like, no, you're just self-conscious, Brittany.
and it's just like, you are particular about your stuff and that's fine, but I think that you just saying that you have OCD, I don't know. I guess just because you have OCD and I am more sensitive to it now,
That's my girl.
it bugs me.
You're a ride or die.
But yeah, there's not a lot of
Here's a question. What's it like being with someone that does the weird shit that I do?
you know, it
Okay, hold on. First, we gotta
No.
address the hair flip, because usually a hair flip is followed by
just
some
nice.
deep shit that I'm not ready to hear.
at first it was I didn't really understand OCD as like you being hypochondriac as part of the OCD.
Yeah.
And I think once I understood that your OCD is obsessions of your like health and stuff like that.
Part of it.
And yeah, part of it. And I think that was, once I understood that, I kind of stopped getting frustrated with you being a hypochondriac and just letting you.
And now you just laugh at me.
Now I just kind of let you go. And like all the things I've read online, you know, reassurance is not necessarily going to solve the problem. And,
Yeah.
you know, reassuring you doesn't necessarily make it better. It just, even though you're asking for my opinion on stuff.
It's a Band-Aid. It's
yeah.
a Band-Aid.
And,
But damn, does it work sometimes.
sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. But
Sometimes I need it.
and I'm definitely an enabler, and I definitely know that I enable a lot of behaviors that I probably shouldn't, but you know, who am I? I also am like very high anxiety, ADHD, and our two mental situations combat each other, which is pretty funny, but
It's a cocktail for some of the funniest situations. Because I'm very like put away your stuff when you're done with it, and you'll pick up a couple things. They'll be in completely opposite areas that they're supposed to be, and then you'll just come sit down on the couch, and I'll be like, "What did you just do?" And you have no recollection at all.
None. And I think that you know, it's somehow we've made it work together. I think also figuring out our own I don't want to call it like a mental illness, because I'm not sick all the time, but sometimes, you know,
That's a good way to look at life. That's a half full type of outlook.
yeah, sometimes it really fucks me up, and sometimes it's not so
Sometimes
bad.
I'm riding that wave,
You know?
man.
Sometimes it's nice to forget about what I did every 5 minutes, but
know- Again, a glass half full perspective. That's a good way to think about it.
I think that now that we're older and I'm more aware of why I do the things that I do and why you do the things that you do, I think that, you know, I didn't want to be like the person that like has to have a label on it to understand it, but it definitely makes a difference as to like, you know, hearing other people talk about it, hearing other people like make podcasts. Like you said, that one guy talked about very openly about his OCD, and that I think really helped you like accept that that's who you are, instead of just like, I have this and this is my life and I'll never like be a normal functioning person. But you are a normal functioning person. You're just weird, and you have your things, and I do too. I'm a normal functioning person, and I, have my things.
Yeah.
So
we're just two normally functioning chickens who have.
We're a neurodivergent family. And
doesn't that mean autistic?
Neurodivergent can mean several things. That you can be.
I'm not well versed, and I don't know what it means, so I'm not gonna say it.
Autism on the spectrum, ADHD, ADD, all kind of fall in that.
It's the umbrella term.
It's the umbrella term.
It's the umbrella term.
All that.
Well, we're here, baby. We're kicking still.
Yeah.
We're kicking still, and I will tell you one thing: that motherfucking door is locked.
It stays locked. I don't mind the door being locked thing. I think
safety.
We're
that's
safe. Pretty reasonable.
We're pretty safe people.
This isn't the 80s, We can't just leave our doors unlocked.
You'd also be a pretty hard serial kill.
I'm not the ideal kill.
No,
I'm
you're
too big.
You're too big.
I'm too big.
You wouldn't be able to get lugged around.
No, you're not lugging me anywhere. You're not.
You want someone luggable.
You're not getting me into a van very easily. I may walk like a wounded gazelle a lot of the time.
A newborn deer.
A newborn deer with 3 legs, but I'm still not going to be their first choice because I am either.
You know what I appreciate, and you know why I love you and know that you're my person? Is because I don't know another person that can go from a heartfelt talk about mental health to how unkillable they are in a flick of a switch.
You're not getting me in no van. I'll tell you what.
I don't know anyone else that I could do that with.
No, seriously. And if you want to attack me, I will make that so unpleasant.
You'll just talk.
I'll just talk and I'll be like, listen, you're not doing any of this right. You're not doing. Have you checked your mirrors? Are people following you? You don't know.
I think I saw an article that someone got kidnapped and the person just started singing gospel music and they were like, get the hell out of my car.
I think that's a great idea.
It's a great idea. It's a good tactic. Sing gospel music to get rid of attackers.
That's what that serial killer Larry Hall did when he was on the way back to the prison with the guy. And so
that really happened.
Instead of talking, he just sang a gospel song.
Yeah.
So he didn't admit to killing 18 to 20 different women in the 90s.
Well, that got dark.
Fuck him. That was a great show, by the way. Blackbird on Apple TV.
Blackbird on Apple TV was really good.
Really good.
That all of that being true is kind of makes it all a little bit more like crazy. Bone chilling as you watch him talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a little like
it was very Mindhunter-esque, which we will never forgive Netflix for not bringing that back. But
I've forgiven you.
But that's why I'm a true crime person. I think it's interesting.
What do you think of the long-term effects of you doing this to your brain?
True crime? Listening to true crime? I don't know. Why? I'm fine. I don't know. It's not. I know that it's real, and these are real people.
These are real people, dog.
It's real people, and it's real stories, and I think learning about
it's making you safer.
The victims and learning about the fucking monsters there are in the world, and how flawed the justice system is of actually being able to put people away. And it's good to know, I think, all of those things. I think people in general are smarter. I have if I go missing file.
It would be hard to be a killer now.
I think
because everyone knows everything. You'd have to use AI or something to kill.
Well, and we have so much like DNA technology and stuff like that. But it's crazy how, like, listening to a lot of these stories, how hard it is to convict people of murder. Even you could have all of
isn't
the facts.
The DNA like they have to already have DNA in the system for it to like get a match?
Yeah.
See?
If your DNA is in the system.
If you're a first-time killer, your chances are decent.
Yeah.
As long as you're like in the sticks, backcountry. I mean, don't do it. I'm not saying go do it.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about all of this genealogy stuff is that people are doing genetic testing, like to find family members and stuff, and that's how D'Angelo was caught.
Okay, listen.
Golden State Killer.
Genealogy sounds like a college for wish granters. Like a college course.
I'd go there.
I'm majoring in genealogy.
3 wishes?
I'm going 4. I'm going for my master's.
Dang. Post-grad.
Post-grad.
Post-grad genie.
I'm a post-grad genie. I'm going to get my MD.
Do you guys still live in
No,
Lamps?
not MD.
Or
PhD.
PGD?
What's the H stand for?
I don't know.
Physical genie, dog. That's what I am? A PGD?
I don't know.
I don't know what it stands for. Regardless, I went to grad school for my genealogy.
Wow, do you still live in Lamps?
I got a 2-story lamp.
2-story lamp.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's bronze.
Bronze? You in bronze? Woof.
I have a lot of student debt.
I'm going copper.
You're okay, shut up.
It conducts heat really well.
I'm going to put your shit on the stove and turn it on.
And I'm pretty sure it like self-cleans.
You're not a metal lady and you don't know that's true. And I don't want to put out misinformation into the world.
Something about copper is good.
No,
why the
here we
copper
go.
sinks?
Here we go. Here we go. You did it last time too about the Tic Tacs. Once the seed gets planted, it's just like off to the races, and your girl's got to find out the end. You got to cross that finish line, and we don't need you crossing any finish lines.
I can cross lines.
Okay, one last thing before we go. I think you do need to explain something.
Okay.
It's been a while since we did that, and I have gotten comments and people reaching out saying they would like it back because we haven't done it the past few times.
Okay.
And on attempt 1, I gave you something that someone suggested, but I'm going to give you something different.
What did you give me last time?
Well, we initially, on the throwaway one that we did, it was tides.
Be real. Oh, it was tides. I think I got pretty close on that one.
And you got pretty close.
Yeah.
But I think we should do a different one.
Okay, let's try it.
All right, here we go. Here's what I want you to explain.
Okay.
I want you to explain to me how an air conditioner works.
Air conditioners have coolant and a fan. The coolant cools incoming air, Freon. Air conditioning in a car?
Well, I mean, the wall air conditioner.
It sucks in air from the outside.
How does it cool it down?
Chemicals. Freon.
So, if I'm understanding what you're saying,
Electricity? And chemicals? Fans.
so you think that there's a tub of chemicals in there cooling down our air?
I know how a swamp cooler works.
I didn't ask you about a swamp cooler.
Well, could be the same.
Could be the same.
There is several small fans in there. The air circulates through each fan, gets colder as you turn the dial. Shoots up. And in the car, you have Freon. That's a tub of chemicals.
Chemical tub.
Pretty sure. And a regular air conditioner on the roof or something is
You know what you sound like right now?
chemicals too.
You sound like the apparently kid.
Apparently, I'm pretty sure there's chemicals, but it sounds like this one doesn't.
So you're saying that inside of our wall air conditioner, there's a lot of tiny little fans that just circulate air until it's cold enough, and then it comes out of the front side of that.
I mean, it seems pretty small, but I don't know what else. There's a big box on the outside
Yep.
that sucks in air and somehow cools it down using chemicals and or a system of smaller fans and a motor.
Okay.
Kicks it in here. Doesn't do a damn thing past this fucking hall, I'll tell you that.
Okay. This went from you explaining something to you getting something.
I'm
off your
grateful
chest.
for the AC that we have during the summer. It is great. Thank you very much.
Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Do you want to look into the camera and give a heartfelt PSA to your people?
PSA, check your genitals, get STD tested. Ain't no shame in that game. What else do I want to say? Go get a physical. I feel like I've said that before. Don't Don't be ashamed if you feel like your brain is being silly and different. And learn to love the process of how you have to walk outside the door, no matter how long it takes you. Sometimes it's going to be okay. You'll get there. Buy yourself a pint of fucking ice cream, dude. Just buy ice cream.
Stella Jeans, preferably.
Get yourself ice cream. You deserve it.
Or just give us free ice cream.
Or get cookies or something that you want to eat. And live your life and be happy.
Okay, well, this has been Coop Therapy episode 10.
Thanks for joining us for 10 episodes of family fun.
Hopefully you join us. I'm melting down.
Hopefully you go join us somewhere else.
That's not what I was trying to say.
Oh.
I was trying to say, hopefully you join us for 10 more.
Yeah.